Hello? We're back again. They let the Sylvaneth back. They want another go.
We just wanted to see you again, Jared.
Woo!
So what's your record on camera?
I have one loss. I think it's now 6-1 or 5-1. I thought it was undefeated, but I remembered after the last game that my Iron Jaws had indeed lost to Sean with, I think it was Be'lakor and Slaves to Darkness.
Yeah, that was a fun game.
Kragnos just couldn't get where he needed to be. So,
What you playing, Pat?
I got the armies of renown, the Draconis Skywing here. A list put together by Sean over there behind the camera. I've played it a couple times. It's fast. It hits hard. It's got my orc blood in it, and it's got a little bit of giant blood in there, which are my two favorite armies. So we're gonna see how it goes today.
yeah, it's going to be interesting because I have the Rend to get through his armor, but he's got the speed to match my teleports. So it's going to be interesting.
And if you're wondering why you're seeing dragons on the camera again, it's because we have a tournament coming up. It's a team tournament, and Pat's going to play those dragons, so we're getting some practice in. We're also going to be playing a similar battle plan to a couple other videos that are going to be released, because it is one of the more complicated ones in the battle pack, and we know for a fact it's going to be in this tournament. So we're getting some practice on camera, and you'll get to enjoy watching us, either blunder or not.
Yep. I think this is a tournament-worthy Sylvaneth list, so we'll see how it stacks up.
Alright, for the Draconis Skywing here. So Ionis Cryptborn is going to be my general. His prayer is Sigmar's Grace, so essentially if I do one prayer I can auto-cast 3 heals if they're wholly within 12 inches. And then for my battle line, I got big boy Karazai right there coming in hot. Hopefully I'm going to rip some Sylvaneth apart. And then I've got 2 units of 2 of the dragons. And then I've got single riders, units of 1. And that's going to be my the Stormdrake Guard.
All in a battle regiment.
All one drop right there. And coming in at 1950 points, so I will get my my Triumph, which is Bloodthirsty. And then for the grand strategy, I have to have 3 units within 9 inches by the end of the game. So hopefully we can make that happen.
Yeah, we're going to try that one again, but I think Slaughter of Sorcery is going to be the better option for this particular army. But we're going to see how that one does one more time, if we can make it happen. But the last couple of games that I played with them, it's very difficult to actually do just because of the construction of the list. I think if you drop Karazai and you play more little guys, then it would be more reliable. But in this case, it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens. So let's jump into the game.
Alright, today we're playing the Sylvaneth of the Heartwood Grove with Belthanos. This is not his army of renown, so I do get all the bells and whistles. I have Belthanos in the list.
He's looking good.
I was very excited for that model. I like it a lot, and I'm very happy with the paint job I got on him. My general is the Warsong Revenant. He's got the command trait Spell Singer, Artifact Vespral Gem, and then he's got the Dwellers Below and Verdant Blessing spells. The Spell Singer allows him to cast his spells through trees. I can use them as the point of origin. So hopefully that can do some Warsong bombs. I then have the Tree Lord Ancient with Regrowth and Verdant Blessing as my third hero. Moving on to Battle Line, I have a unit of 6 Kurnoth Hunters with Scythes. So that nice juicy -3 rend is what I can hopefully bring down some dragons. Got a unit of 5 Tree Revenants with the Scion, Glade Banner, and the Waypipes. That allows him to teleport anywhere on the table outside of 9. And then the banner allows me to pile in an additional 3 inches when I make a pile-in move if I want to. I then, for my third battle line, have a unit of 10 Dryads with the Branch Nymph. And a unit of 3 Revenant Seekers as an additional unit with the banner, Hornblower, and they can help me bring back models to their unit and others, as well as being really fast. I also have an endless spell, the Spite Swarm Hive, to add +3 to my movement and +3 to charge if I can get that off and not roll that 1. All of this is in a battle regiment, with the exception of Balthanos, so I am a 2-drop list. My Season of War is the Burgeoning, so that means when I don't charge, I get a 6-up ward as long as I'm wholly within 9 of an Overgrown or a Wildwood. Hello, we're all set up. Got this big, aggressive line with the dragon over on the side, hiding, so that Pat has options. And the Sylvaneth, a bit more cagey back in the corner. Got to play the long game, teleport around, make you use those wings.
Mm-hmm.
So today we're playing limited resources again. So this is the hold 1, hold 2, hold more battle tactic grand strategy. But the twist with this one is that once you've hold an objective for 2 of your turns consecutively, your opponent's turn doesn't count, you can no longer control it for the rest of the game for the purposes of scoring. You can control it to stop your opponent from scoring on it, but you can't score it on it yourself. So it to me is one of the more complicated battle plans from a strategy perspective. What do you think, Jared?
Yeah, this is very complicated because it limits your late game scoring and the ability to catch up late game. Your battle tactics and scoring there's just a lot of things to consider with this. And facing the Skywing, I also got to survive. So this is going to be very interesting, very tactical game.
What do you think, Pat?
Ready to roll some dice.
Well, who went on drops here?
So I was a 1-drop, he was a 2-drop, so I won the drop, so I get to decide. And the orc in me says take turn 1 and go first, but I think I'm going to let you take this one.
Alrighty.
Let's roll into turn 1 for Sylvaneth.
Alright, so Sylvaneth, we're going to choose the battle tactic to harness the spirit paths because there is a reasonable chance that I can get all the way up into some Drakes or into Karazai with some Kurnoth Hunters and then get the heck out of Dodge. And I need to start doing damage with my spells, so I can't go and cast through the tree and then have it unbind, even though I set myself out of unbind range. I need to be able to do some damage. So we're going to try with that one. See if we get some primal magic dice. Yes, we got 2. I have measured out and set up my Silent Communion for my Tree Lord Ancient with that tree right there in front of Karazai. So first thing we're going to do is Balthanos is going to try and roll his 3-up and make those woods in the back corner arcane, which he does. So my Warsong Revenant will have +2 to his cast. I am going to go for an extra command point on Balthanos for my heroic action, which I do not get.
Okay, who's the casters you got here?
I got caster in the back corner and the caster here.
Okay, so I'm not within range of any.
You're not in range of either of them, but when I do try to cast through here,
I can dispel, then I'll take the
Yeah,
dispel.
but you could also do best day ever if he's going to charge Karazai.
yep, I have -3 rend on Balthanos and the sides.
They run. How far do they run? Or how far do they move?
They move base 5. They can run and charge, which I can make 6, so they can move 11 and then charge. And if I get my spell off, Spite Swarm Hive, they get +3 to their move and +3 to charge
It'll be like a 4-inch charge.
with +3.
So it's basically guaranteed. So he can get into Karazai turn 1.
5. There. 7. All right. Yeah. Well, best day ever then.
Alright. So I'm going to start by casting the Spite Swarm Hive. With a 7 that goes off. Not going to use my primal on it. So I measured that out. I placed that just in front of Balthanos already. We're then going to go with Warsong Bomb. Ooh.
6.
Okay, it's 6. It would go off, but I want to use my primal. But I don't want to hurt myself.
It's also unmodified anyway, though, right?
Yep. So
the primal wouldn't help you, and you already got the casting value.
Yep. So we're gonna just go with a 6, try and hurt Karazai. I think the Stormdrake Guard, you want to roll their 4 up, see if they ignore it.
Sure. Just one day?
Yep.
Nope.
Alright, so we'll check how much damage that is and make sure they're in range. Alright, so it is actually a casting value 7, so the 6 doesn't work. I'm not going to use Primal and potentially hurt myself just to roll 4 dice at Karazai on the Dragons. So we're going to let it go. I am going to cast Mystic Shield on my True Lord Ancient. He gets it with a 5. So he will have Mystic Shield, and then we are, I think, just about done with Hero Phase and go on to movement. Alright, so we moved the Dryads up to capture the objective. Belthanos up just behind them to make sure his Warhorn can affect the Kurnoth. So they do get their charge roll here. They ran an auto 6th all the way up. Pat, you chose to redeploy and move Karazai forward.
Yep.
Trying to kind of protect the middle and make it harder for me to do any damage since he is best day ever.
Yep.
So I did teleport my Tree Lord Ancient over to the middle to kind of help with protection over there next turn, since I won't have the possibility of getting out of unbind range of you then. Left the Tree Revenants, left the Spite Revenants, or not Spite Revenants, the bugs.
the bugs.
Left them there, so it's just getting a charge. I did get my Vital Venom, so I'm +3 to this, so I can't fail. It's just to see how close I get and how many I get in. And I got a 4, so it's 7 inches. So we'll do that. Pat, are you going to use one of your command points to unleash hell?
Probably should.
Who are you going to unleash hell with?
I think Karazai.
Do you have 2 dragons within 6? I don't know if you do.
Looks like it. Well, he's got 3-inch range, so I will just move him back.
Okay. There you go. So then it would just be Karazai.
Alright, so Karazai, unleashing Hill. It's a 4.
So D3.
So D3. So 2.
Alright,
2 big ones coming at you.
mark that, and then we'll get into combat.
Alright.
Monsters Rampage?
I will. They're all 3 inches, so I think the -1 to wound here is the.
Stun.
Alright.
Gonna stun me, huh?
I don't know, 3 up. 3 up.
Alright,
-1 to your wounds,
so,
and I will choose you to be -1 on attacks.
yep. We didn't say earlier, but I picked the Stormdrake Guard in the middle, Ionis and Karazai as my +1 to hit Heartwood targets. So I'm getting +1 to hit, but -1 to wound, and I will only have 2 attacks per model. Alright, so we got 13 attacks because I'm -1 to attacks. I'm going to be hitting on 2s, wounding on 4s. Rend 3, Pat, you chose to do all-out defense.
All out defense.
So with my Rend 3, you'll be saving on 4s. I got 1 miss. Hope I can replicate that.
Yeah.
That is 6 saves.
Going for 4 ups.
Oh,
Take 2.
alright, so that is 4 damage on Karazai. And I am going to strike and fade, so I do not take any damage back.
I don't blame you.
And it also completes my battle tech.
You're just making them angrier.
Alright, so after that, I completed my battle tactic by teleporting out using the spirit paths. I moved my dryads up so I control 3 objectives because my bugs are just touching that last one. So I have 1, 2 more in battle tactic for 5 points. And we'll go to the top of Stormcast. Alright, so one quick point that we made and I discovered, helping out Pat as another Stormcast player, is the drakes on the sides should be turned sideways because they are just long. They're about 4 inches long on their base, and with their normal movement, they couldn't get outside of his territory, force around and destroy.
Without a run.
Without a run, which means they can't then shoot. If you turn them sideways, they're less than 3 inches. You can move them without running to get out of your territory and still have the option to shoot. You don't have to run. So we turn the 2 on the sides. It gives him a little bit more movement. Hurts me in the end, but it's a good thing to note, and we'll help you out.
We're all students of the game here.
So Pat, what are you doing for hero phase?
Alright, so hero phase. My battle tactic, I'm going for surround and destroy. So I got my 2 flankers. They're going to move up to get outside my territory. And then I'm going to drop this unit of 2. They're going to slide back. And that will get me my battle tactic. And then we'll go into hero phase shenanigans. I'm going to roll for an extra command point.
You gonna heal Karazai?
I can do that with the spell, or the prayer.
You can. Yeah.
Okay, so I got a 6. So I will get another command point and we'll put it on Mr. Karazai here.
Alright, our primal dice don't matter because you don't have any spells to
Nope,
cast.
I don't like magic.
So those are going to be forfeit.
Okay.
You're doing your auto prayer to...
Auto prayer is going to heal him 3.
So he will have taken just 1. I'm going to try for a command point on Belthanos, which I do get this time.
Yeah, so for what I was reading up, and you guys were helping me out with Ionis, he knows 2 prayers. If he picks 1 prayer to use, it automatically is cast as a 6. And if I want to use 2 prayers, then I gotta roll for him.
Correct.
I remembered.
So that's the end of your hero phase then, right? So
That is the end of my hero phase.
we'll go to movement and see where it ends up.
Alright, movement phase. So I got my 2 flankers and then my unit of 2 back here. That gets me my battle tactic. And then everything else is just pushing up Karazai, leading the charge, being big, going to do big things.
Yeah, I chose to redeploy Belthanos because I didn't want him getting melted by all the fire breath. So he got a 4-inch redeploy move back. He's still just touching the objective, but he's outside of range of the little dragons and everything else from possibly shooting him.
Yep.
So he's protected at least for this turn.
Alright, so we're going to go for my shots. So for shooting, we're going to put... He's going to shoot here, and then let's see, I should have measured this. I don't think this guy's within 12. No, he's not within 12. Alright, so these 2 are going to shoot here, and then Karazai's...
You gotta do one at a time because he can pull out a range.
Okay.
So
Possible. Yeah, if he doesn't... If you do
measure
that,
your
we'll-
ranges and decide which one you want to go first.
Okay, we'll shoot here. So 1 to 2, nothing happens. 3 to 4,
D3.
D3. 5 to 6 is D6. Nothing for him.
That's 1 down.
We'll shoot here. Nothing.
All right,
And
2.
then Karazai, we'll shoot into them too. Do I need to?
Oh, you're gonna charge him, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot into the big guy back there.
All right.
And another one, so,
So
one mortal wound.
All right.
Burn these dice.
I got a 6-up ward. Oh, off the table. No, I take 1 mortal.
All the ones are being rolled.
What's Ionis shooting into?
So Ionis, we are going to split some stuff up here.
I love his perch, by the way.
Looks pretty good up there.
It does.
He's got the short little chody dragon right next to the big dragon over here. He's strong, all right. He's not fast. He's strong. Let's see here. 18 inches. I don't think that makes that. No. All right. So we'll go 3 into the bugs, 3 into this guy, and then can I reach the back, guys? I don't think so.
Yeah, you definitely can.
Okay. All right.
Put it over Belthanos again. I'll just help you. No, short on Belthanos, good for the Kurnoth.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna split them up 3, 3, and 3.
I will all out defense.
These 3s and 3s, so are you all out attacking?
Yeah, we'll all out attack them. See if I can get you the soul burn or whatever.
All out defense. The is it rend? What's the rend?
2.
Rend 2.
All out defense. My true nation.
All right. So we'll go into him first.
Pat, it's 12 inches on his Spirit Scouring Flames, not 18.
Oh shoot. Okay. So that changes everything.
Doesn't have range.
I don't think I can reach anything. I was thinking 18.
I don't know.
His prayer, maybe.
His prayer is 18. That's probably why.
No.
I don't think I can hit any. Okay, so he can't shoot anybody.
All right.
All right, moving on.
Glad we came. All right. So everybody shot. We'll go into charges.
Roll another 1 for me. Double 1.
Right.
Kara's eye is 18. That's what you were thinking.
That is not a 1.
That is a 7.
All right. And are you gonna try with? Are you within 12 with the little drakes?
Yeah, I'll try.
it.
I'll see if they can get up there.
They have their once per game reroll too
Mm-hmm.
from the battle or from their war scroll, but you can do that after you roll.
That'll do it.
You also have your bloodthirsty.
I got an 11.
All right.
All right. Coming into charge phase, we got our guys in. Little Dragon's got an 11. Karazai didn't need much.
You stomped.
I stomped you for 3 damage,
Which
and
I
then
didn't ward any of them.
I tried to roar you, but
Didn't do anything.
one of your flies flew in my mouth or something.
They're spites. Yeah, they're spites.
Gnats.
Not Nurgle.
They are spiteful. They went right in his mouth.
Yes.
So we're going to start with Karazai. We're going to all out attack him just because I got
I'm gonna all out defense
a plethora of...
to go down to 1 command point. They are -1 to hit and wound because they are wholly within 9 of an overgrown terrain feature.
Okay. And I will choose you to -1 to your attacks. Alright, Annihilating Jaws, we got 6 attacks. You said -1 to wound?
Hit and wound.
Okay.
So you'll be at
So I'm still a 3.
yeah,
so-
3s and 4s.
Yeah, 3s and... No, it'd be 3s and 3s. Because to wound is a 2.
I was looking at the wrong profile.
Alright, 3s and 3s.
Ooh, dropped 4 of them. Thanks, Pat.
2 at 3 rend for 6 damage.
They get no saves. There's 3 apiece. So I've got 6 wards. I make 1, so there's 2 guys left in the unit right now.
Alright, going into the Ruinous Talons.
So you've got 3 models here, so 3 tail attacks. It's the same profile for the talons and the tail.
So, okay, so...
So you can roll them all together.
So, it's actually down. Climb his tail.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's
How many did you say it was?
3. So just add 3 dice to
you
yours.
should have 7
7.
total.
3, 6, 7. And this will be 3s and 4s.
Correct. Drop 2. Roll a bunch of 3s.
2
Oh.
more at 2 rend.
Alright, so 6s. Nope. 2 damage each.
Yep, so 4 damage total.
6s again. Make 1, but the unit dies. Woo!
Some of those trees were my friends.
Well, you shouldn't have burned them up. You made them.
So, what are you doing next? You got your dragons here.
Alright, so I can pile in 3 inches.
Do you want to?
I think so. I can take that objective, right? Or no, I think he's on it, so.
You don't need to take it anyway. You can do this if you want to screen here,
Yeah, let's do
which
that.
is what you had said when we were off camera.
Yeah.
Just let me go around the other side, okay?
Wish I want him wedged.
And
Alright.
Still staying well outside of 3 of Belfanos.
Great success.
Yeah. There is blood.
That's just sap.
I like that.
But 10 Dryads off the board, that's 1 more unit gone.
Yep. Alright, then we got ourselves a roll off for turn 2, huh?
That we do.
Got a 4.
6. We will keep the turn order. But you did score your 1-2 more in battle tactic by taking that objective off me, so 5-5, top of 1.
Do it.
Alright, so Sylvaneth, top of turn 2. I heal 1 to everything that's wholly within 9, so my Kurnoth only have 1. Tree Lord's back to full. I'm doing eliminate the trespassers to try and remove Karazai because he was within 6 inches of my wood here. I'm going to finest our Belthanos. And what's your heroic action going to be, Pat? I have 3 spells to cast. It might be
I'm gonna try to go for a dispel.
Dispel. Alright. How many magic primal dice do we get? Get 1?
No.
Just 1. Alright. So first thing, I am going to Mystic Shield from my Tree Lord Ancient. Getting that with a 6.
Where's that going? Onto him?
It's going to go on to Belthanos if you don't unbind it. The other 2 spells are damage dealing spells.
Big damage?
Could be. Depends on how hot I roll.
I'm gonna try to dispel it.
Alright.
No, just kidding. Go for it.
Alright, we're going to go with the Dwellers Below, which is auto cast. On a 2 up, fine. So on a 1, I take D3. For 3, War Song wards on a 4 up. He wards them all. But his spell will go off. And then that's going to go on to Karazai. I'm going to roll to see if his War Scroll spell goes off, and then we'll figure out damage for that after. So I get that with an 8, and I'm going to use my Primal to make that a 10.
And that's your last spell?
Last spell.
So you can roll 3 dice.
And you stop it.
Hey!
Alright, so we'll just get the Dwellers Below damage to Karazai and come back. Alright, so end of the hero phase. Dwellers Below is not a great spell against dragons because he ignores it on a 4 up, or he's only got single models. So, but I did get my 5 up and did do a mortal to Karazai. I moved the Kurnoth up with a 1-inch run, Belthanos over, so I've got just enough room for Belthanos and his narrow base there. He's on finest hour, so he needs to get in there just to
7?
get a 7. So he is in.
Alright, Karazai gonna try to unleash some hell on these Kurnoths. Maybe 5 or 6. I got a 2, another 1.
Alright, so there'll be 2 damage on this front guy. Monstrous Rampage, I'm going to roar with Belthanos. And he does.
Okay, and I will roar at the current. Oh, do I want to? Let's do the -1 to wound again.
Alright,
Got it.
got it. Alright, so I'll be +1 to hit, -1 to wound,
-1 to attacks.
-1 to attacks on the Colonel.
Yep.
We're going to go with them first. They're all within range because of their long reach on those sides. So we'll get 13 attacks.
Yep.
Alright, so we did a little bit of piling in. We got the 2-inch reach. 2s to hit. Drop 2. And 4s. That is only 3, Pat.
3 at 6 up saves.
Yep, rend 3.
I all defense, right?
Couldn't. I roared.
That's right. Save 2.
Ooh, so that's 2 more damage. So he's taking.
Ouch.
That's really unfortunate. Bad wound roll and a good save roll. They are going to strike and fade, though. Get out of dodge.
Now, question for the tail.
It's when he attacks.
So, okay. I
So they'll be gone.
just wanted to make sure.
Yep, it's a good question. But yeah, they're gone because they
Okay.
attack and fade away right away.
These damn trees just keep hitting me from nowhere. All right, Kara's just shaking and baking, baby, knocking wounds down. We're gonna start with our annihilating jaws.
I'm going to all-out defense Balthanos, so he'll be +3 to his save with Mystic Shield, Finest Hour,
Okay.
all-out defense.
All you can do is try. Any negates to attacks
Nope.
or anything? Okay. So this is gonna be 3s and 2s, and they all go. And 2s. And they all go. So you
Ooh.
got 6 of them at 3 rend.
Alright, 3 ups. Fail 1.
So 2 damage.
He has a 5-up ward. He
Take 2.
takes 2.
So we got 4. And then the ruinous talons and the tail are going to all roll together. So it's going to be 3s and 3s. Missed 3.
Alright.
3s. So 2 at 2 rend.
2 up. Oh, I failed another one.
So 2 damage.
5s. Take 1 more.
He's got a 5-up ward.
Yes.
Wow. It's pretty good.
Yep, he's solid. Alright. Swinging back with Balthanos. Gotta get a lot of damage through. Luckily, I'm +1 to hit and wound. So his glaive, he's got 4 attacks. So it'll be 2s and 2s. Oh, drop 2 of them. 2, rend 3.
6s. Save 1.
Oh, come on, Pat. 3 damage. Don't think I can even kill him. Well, maybe. The Razor-Leg Mandibles, another 4 attacks. This will be 3s and 2s. Dropped 1. 1 more, so 2 saves at rend 2.
5s. Take them both.
That is 8 damage. Did I get him?
18.
Got him on the dot. Woo!
Wow.
Battle
Both
tactic.
of those hits pretty hard.
Rend 2 and rend 3, and he does 3 or 4 damage pop when he's not hurt.
Sorry,
Yeah,
little
that's
buddy.
pretty good. I was surprised to see him pop Karazai.
Especially when he had to go through 13 wounds, or 11 wounds.
Yeah. I didn't know he did that much damage. It's my first time seeing him in action. I like it.
Very nice.
Outside of Durthu, he's probably the hardest hitting single unit in the game, or in Sylvaneth. So, stayed outside of 3 of your Drakes, so they can't pile in. I already did my strike and fade. I hold 1, 2, but not more, so I'll get 4 points.
Okay. All right. Dragon's turn. We're going to go for a battle tactic of cleansing strike. I have to take 2 of your objectives, and you can't that you're contesting to get you off of them. So I'm going to pick this one here, and then that one over there.
Alright.
I'm going to roll for my heroic action. We're going to go for we'll go for a command point. We got a 6, so we'll get another command point. Thank you.
I am going to Finest Hour my True Lord Ancient.
Okay. And then I have a prayer, and it's the Lightning Tempest. So going back to the auto casting, if I only use one prayer, I can auto cast it. So this is the Lightning Tempest. It's got a range of 18. So essentially I do D3 mortal wounds. And then if I roll a 3 up, I can pick another unit within 3 inches. So we're going to aim at the Colonel over there. So they're going to take D3. You're going to take 3.
Alright. 6s. Nope. That will kill the Colonel.
And then on a 3 up, I will not get it. But it would be cool.
Trying to hurt my Revenant Seekers.
A little bit. And that will do it for heroic phase. We'll go into movement phase and figure out where we're going. Alright. Next guy. 10.
Oh,
Get it.
boy. That Tree Lord may not be along for this world. Alright.
Alright, I think that's all my charges. We got our monstrous actions.
End of the chart. Well, mortals possibly from the trees. We'll do that. 4 up for the 2 guys. Nope. The single. Nope.
Hey. We're going to go for the 1-inch pile in for 3 up. Yep. And then let's, I think, roar and wound.
Roar.
A 5 and a 4.
Alright, we will roar the unit 2. No, we're going to try and make them fight last. 3. Double check that rule, but they might fail that. So it does go off on a 3 up, so the unit of 2 will strike last in this combat phase.
Okay.
So, pause it one more time.
Alright, coming in with the solo guy, he's got the sword. We are going to all-out attack him.
Start of combat, what's Ionis do?
Ionis is going to make these guys, their attacks go down by 1.
And then we had an interesting question, Jared, about the banner.
Yeah, so Ionis limits them to, or the Monstrous Rampage limits them to a movement of 1 inch on pylon. My banner gives me an additional 3 inches. And his limiting that just negates my banner. So normally if something said reduce it, then my banner would still kick in with +3. But it limits it, so it doesn't help me.
Alright. Single dragon coming in. He's got 7 attacks.
Could you say he's coming in hot?
He is coming in hot. It's the indigestion.
And you chose to all-out attack?
I chose to all-out attack them, and then I'm going to all-out defense the unit of 2.
Alright, so you will be 2s and 3s?
Mm-hmm. A lot of skulls.
Alright.
Not in the good way. So you got 3 at 1 rend.
Alright. I have finest hours, so 3s to 2s back to 3s. Fail 1.
1 damage.
I'll roll all the wards together.
And then 4 attacks coming in for the fangs and talons. This is going to be 2s. And 3s. 3 of them go through at 2 rend.
So 4s. Oh, fail all those. That's
6
not-
damage.
So he's taking 7. He might die right here. That's a bad save roll, Pat.
I'm sorry, buddy. I was rooting for you.
We ward 2,
Hey.
so he's alive.
He lives!
Don't think he's going to tank from the other guys, though. They fight last, so might as well go with the one guy into Iona, see if I can chip him 1. Will be 2s and 3s. Nope. Nothing.
Okay. And then I guess I gotta fight you with Ionis. Cool, because I haven't really fought with him.
And they will use their once per game War Scroll all-out defense.
Cut.
Yeah, most of the games we've played him, he doesn't really get to fight. He just kind of flies around.
Yeah, just do what I am.
People kind of avoid
Defeat
him.
a general. Go over there. You guys go over there. All right. Gonna start with our Soul Breaker. I got 4 attacks. This is gonna be 3s and 3s, no negation or anything.
Nope.
So you got 4 at 1 rend.
5s. Nope, fail them all.
That's 2 damage each.
That will kill the unit.
You didn't even get to do the claws and the fangs.
No.
Those are the best part. He hits pretty hard, but not quite as hard as Belthanos. That bug is,
The scary bug.
yeah.
Alright. We're gonna pile ourselves back to the ½ inch. I don't think it really matters. But seriously wounded now. He's only got 2 attacks with his sweeping blows into the unit at 2, so 2s and 3s because I'm finest houred, and they're one of the quarries.
You minus 1 of your attacks. Oh no, I'm sorry, that was this guy.
2 saves, rend 1, and you're all out defensing,
Yep. So back to 3. So 4 ups,
and back to 3s, 3 ups.
3 ups. Same bolt.
Alright. Massive Impaling Talon, 2s. 2s, and then 5s. Got 1, rend 2,
4s. Go through.
3 damage.
Here you go.
Really needed to kill one guy, but wasn't going to happen after I took 7 on the first guy.
No. So we got 4.
Yeah, they'll both be in. Just barely. Let's see, base to base here.
Okay.
We can just roll their whole profile together.
Yeah.
Is it all the same now?
It's all the same with the lances on the charge.
On the charge.
Okay.
And then you get +1 for the leader guy.
So that's 15 total attacks.
So we got what? 4, 3. So that's that, and then we got 4
And 4.
and 4. All right. So it's gonna be 2s and 3s.
3s and 3s.
3s and 3s.
Not enough 1s and 2s, Pat. You need more than that. Come on, help me out.
I was trying for you, buddy.
Roll like 7 or 8 1s.
Hey, I've been known to do that from time to time.
So have I.
3s. Not today though.
Oh,
They all
jeez.
go through. 2, 4, 6, 8. So you got 10 of them at 2 rend.
Pat. Well, he's on 4s. Fail 4. So it's 8.
6 times.
You got 8 6s in your butt?
Maybe I got 6 or 7. No, I don't. I'm not.
Was a valiant effort.
Was a good.
Did everything I could to keep him alive, but not to be.
So delicate. All those branches.
He's lost a couple in all the battles off of his head.
Yeah. Just a bit off the top.
Alright, so achieved your battle tactic.
I did.
I am
Hold
down
more.
3 units, including my big True Lord Ancient. That's not good. You hold 1, 2, and more.
Another 5 points.
Yep. You can no longer control either of these 2 or the middle one.
So having you come in and take this from me, doesn't that technically take it back to the first turn of having it?
Yes. So he can
But
control that one now.
on his turn, he had it last.
Oh, true.
So the only ones that he can now fight over are the other 3. But I am fighting over 4. So, gets interesting.
Sure does.
Roll off.
We got a 6.
2. Honestly, Pat, well, we're going to do some talking because I don't know if you take the turn if I have any chance of winning this game. So we'll talk and come back and see what you decide.
All right. So I'm taking first turn into 3.
If you're successful with this, it'll be game over. But there's a lot of dice rolls, so we'll see.
Yeah, we got some stuff to do. So for my battle tactic, we're going to go with focus destruction. Essentially, I have to monstrous rampage 3 times on 1 unit. So if you guys are thinking what I'm thinking, there's only one thing out there I'm looking at.
He wants to kill
giant
the big
red bug.
Pat is seeing red.
For heroic action, I'll just go for a command point, and I will. It's 4 up, right, for the command point.
With your general alive, yes.
Yes. Yeah. Right. So don't get the command point.
You guys got to roll for magic dice because it matters for Jared's turn.
Okay.
I have chosen my general to get an additional spell, so we'll have 3 spells to cast. And we're going to finest hour him. So hope that he survives whatever Pat may leave over there, and then I can do some damage back. But primal magic dice, yes.
Yes. 2 6s.
So you each got 2.
I don't know what I'm going to spend mine on. I got all kinds of
Unbinding
things.
stuff.
And then my prayers, I'm too far out of range to do anything. So we'll go
You have
in.
nothing to heal, right?
Nothing to heal. I think everything's full. Except for one of these
Yeah, they're
guys.
outside 18 though.
Yeah.
3 damage on the 1. So
Alright. Alright, we're going to go into movement phase. Alright, we got our movement up. Trying to swarm. He had a 4-inch redeploy, which is going to make Ionis here have a very long 11-inch charge to get there. So, may stop the battle tactic, but you know what? We're just here to squish and budge. For shooting, we'll start with the solo guy in the back. He's going to shoot into your general. He rolls a 1, so nothing happens.
woohoo!
These 4 are going to shoot into the big guy. Come on, 5s and 6s. So we got 2d6, a d3, and nothing.
All right.
So d3 for 1, d6s for 12.
Oh, come on, Pat.
You were boxcars?
Box
You roll
cars.
boxcars.
Oh man,
Box cars.
that's rough.
So I got 13 saves to make. You're killing me, Pat. Quite literally.
I'm sorry, buddy. Can we still be friends on Facebook?
I don't know. I don't know. I might have to unfriend you after that.
Can I add you to my Snapchat?
5 ups. Save 4. I'm going to take 9. He's already taken 5, so that, I think, kills him at 14. So that, you failed your battle tactic right there, Pat.
Hey!
You wanna shoot this one?
Yeah,
Yep, 14
a
wins.
5. D6 into the Kurnoth
Wow, you're hot on those.
for 3. It's my favorite part about this army.
You shoot this one?
Yeah, he rolled a 1.
Okay.
I got 3 into the Kurnoth.
6s. They ward 2.
Look at you.
I needed those on Belthanos, because he's dead.
Well, you got long bomb charges over there. Not that one, but this one. I don't know if you want it, but you got it. It's an 11.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll try. I don't have to do it. Nope.
Want to use your once per game reroll?
No, because that charge means nothing.
Alright, you charge in the corner, going after my general still?
Yeah. 8.
That'll do.
That'll do.
Hi, buddy.
I don't know if you know this, but we're hanging out on the same base. It's kind of cool.
Well, Ionis is within an inch of the wood, so a 6, he will take D3. Nope. 4 up for the single dragon in my woods. Yes. 1 more.
What about this guy? They're next to this tree.
Are they within an inch?
Oh, no.
No.
So they're fine.
The wood finally gave it to him.
Poke.
How many wounds
It's a
was it?
splinter. Just 1. 8 left on that dragon to kill him.
Okay.
It's possible.
You're saying there's a chance. Roar?
Okay.
Roar on the dinosaur.
He's not a monster, so I can't do him back.
What's the profile? Was it like 3s and 3s, or is it like 3s and 2s and 2s and 3s?
He is 3s and 3s on basically everything.
I'm gonna go for the -1.
He's got 5 attacks
No,
at
roar.
3s and 3s, -1, 2 damage. 3 attacks at 4s and 4s, -1, 1.
Alright, I'll roar you. That is the most cocked eye you could ever find. Nope.
Aha!
Damn gnats in my mouth.
Spikes. I'm going to all defensive.
Okay.
7 attacks on the sword.
Yeah, I'm gonna all. No, I'm not gonna all out attack you. I feel like I should at least tie you up. Yeah, I think I might save him for the defense.
Okay.
5, 6, 7. This will be 3s and 3s. No negations or anything.
Yes, I don't think so. Let me double check. Nope. Tell
You
me.
got 4 at one run.
Alright, so he's 5 up base. He's got +2 to his save. So, that was 4s. Failed 2.
It's
1 damage
1
each.
damage each.
He does have a 4-up ward.
Alright, and then 4 attacks, 3s and 3s for the talons. 2 at 2 run.
5s. Make 1. Fail 1.
2 damage.
4 up saves. Rewards. Ward 3 of them.
Nice.
So I take 1 on my general.
And then I will all out defense.
Oh. Five attacks. 3s and 3s. All hit.
Very nice.
3s. 3 wounds, -1.
So all out defense,
You
so
got
2s. So up to 3s.
Yep.
Save all 2 of them.
So 2 damage. And then 4s. Hit 2. 4s. 1 more save, -1.
3 up. Save.
Alright. Well, we did 2 to him. Plus the mortal on the charge, so he's taking 3. Alright. No battle shock to take. And failure battle tactic, but you do hold this one and mine over there. So you have,
I hold more.
you hold more. So 1, 2, and more, but no battle tactics, so you get 3 points.
Okay.
Uphill climb, but let's see what I can do.
What's the score? 18 to what?
18.
Is it 18?
No.
No, it'd be 13.
He's at
5,
13,
5, 3.
13 to 9.
13 to 9. Okay. Going into Sylvaneth turn 3.
Command point.
Both got a command point. Roll for primal magic dice. Nope.
Nope.
So we still got the 2. I'm going for magical dominance as my battle tactic. I just gotta hope that doesn't stop me.
I'm going to try to unbind you.
Yep. So, first thing I'm gonna try and do is summon a tree through this one. I get that with a 9.
Okay. You have an auto cast one, right?
I have one auto cast. Yep.
Okay.
So there's 2 chances of my 3 spells for you to stop.
Okay.
So you're going to let the 9 go?
I'm gonna let the 9 go.
Alright. So we're going to set up our tree.
You didn't add any primal to that?
No, we didn't roll any.
Nope.
We both roll. I roll a 1.
Well, I've got 2 to use, but I'm going to set up a tree.
That's what I'm saying, though. Is like,
I rolled
you
a 6 and a 1.
yeah.
You
so,
got primal dice?
Yeah, we both
yeah,
have
but
2.
so here's the thing. Like, if you think about it from this way, and the reason why I'm talking to Pat about this is because we're preparing for the tournament. So if you think about it this way,
you keep them each round.
yeah. So you both have 2.
Oh, okay.
He chose not to add primal to that, which means that you can roll 4 dice to try and unbind it,
Oh.
which basically stops his battle attack.
Then I will try to unbind that.
Yeah. So because he didn't add primal, it just makes sense to do it.
Yeah. I thought like they go away if you don't use them.
No, they
If you don't
stay
use
around.
it, you lose it. All right.
Yeah.
9, 14. I don't want a primal auto cast and then or miscast.
Yeah, no, it makes sense, and like, but also it makes sense for him to do it now to stop the battle tactic. Like, there's no reason not.
I don't care about the battle tactic. I just didn't know that your those primal dice kept rolling over.
Well, you should care about the battle tactic too.
I'm just excited. I'm just excited that I get to keep.
So we're gonna go War Scroll spell with a 5, 6, 7. Got his War Scroll spell with 7. So we're gonna keep that and just roll 5 dice. See if the 2. They're,
See if they're in the 9, or what? They're within 9 of each other.
yeah, I'm wondering who I want to target. Yeah, so we're gonna,
Don't you get both?
yeah, but I could cast it through this tree.
Oh, yeah.
So, but we're gonna do it on those 2 units. So roll a 4 up for the single.
Good.
And the double.
Good.
Doesn't
Ouch.
matter. And then Mystic Shield. Got it. If I rolled those 2 primal dice, it would have auto cast. I would have been done. But so it's still paused. All right, so we made some big errors there. I should have thrown my primal dice at the tree, casting the tree, because that would have given me movement to control more objectives, and damage be danged, because that would have gone off. I have a tree here, I can teleport to this one to control it, and then he got a 6-inch redeploy on his dragon, which took him out of range of the Kurnoth, charging him here. And these bugs auto 6 the run to get to this objective, trying to get 1 or 2 more, and that now means that I can't take this one and this one, because I can only contest these 4 objectives. So I'm going to try and send my Kurnoth into the dragons and try and kill a unit of 2, but I think I'm going to be 3 points behind, and even with a double, I don't think there's much I can come back from. I did teleport my War Song all the way over here for some Intimidate or something on my turn, but I don't think I can come back. But we're going to charge with the Kurnoth. They got a 7.
That should do it.
That's enough to get them in. Are you going to unleash hell?
I am going to unleash hell.
Alright, so almost forgot something at the end of the movement phase. I did position them within range of my Revenant Seekers. I got my 2 up to return the model, and then I spent my 1 command point re-rolling the 7-inch into a 12,
Box
which
stars.
gives, with the added movement from bringing the Kurnoth Hunter back, I got long enough to get to this guy, so I will take the objective, hopefully kill him, and play on to see another day.
Hey.
Yeah,
See what
then you
happens.
can get 1, 2 more.
Yep. So,
Make it a 1-point game.
yep, we're going to pile in, and what's your monstrous rampage going to be?
I'm going. You have 3 inches on those weapons?
2 inches.
2 inches.
They'll probably all get in though, right? Maybe the guy in the back doesn't.
The guy
All
on
right,
the
we'll
back.
go -1 to your wound
Okay.
or roar.
It's the same. Except that he can all attack to negate them. +1
I don't have
to
any
hit.
hit points left.
So it's the same either way. Pick one. Roll a 3.
-1 to wound.
-1 to wound. All right.
That one always hurts. I know that it is.
But like normally speaking, if you roar, it stops all out attack, which is +1 to hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if he's already +1 to hit, it doesn't matter. But if it's +1 to hit that you're stopping, or -1 to wound, it's the same thing mathematically.
On a 4, because the endless spell is still over there. You're dragging in the trees. Nope.
But
6
in this
for
case, the -1 to wound is way better because he doesn't have a command point. So now he'll be at his base profile because he's not +1 to hit against that, and -1 to wound. So -1 to wound is generally better most of the time.
Yeah.
It just depends.
So 13. I've got 18, 19 attacks. Alright. So 3s and 4s. Are we rolling? Alright, 3s and 4s. You are all out defensing
I am.
your last command point, but you have 7 saves at Rend 3. So 5 ups.
I save 3.
2 damage each.
8 damage.
So he has 1 remaining.
He lives.
For now. Kurnoth, when you pile in, they hurt you and at the end of the combat phase.
Oh yeah, I always forget about that.
So if you make a pile-in move, you suffer 1 more wound after your pile-in, and then you would die.
Well, good thing I haven't piled in.
So you just stand pat and then swing.
All right. 4. All right, so 7 attacks, 3s and 3s. No negation, right?
Nope.
You got 3 at 1 rend.
4 ups.
1 damage. And 3s. 3s. 1 at 2 rend.
5s. Nope.
2 damage.
Taking 4.
Dragged into the Tempest.
If you roll a 6,
Yep, if he rolls a 6, he'll pick up a Kurnoth. Well, actually, you have to pick it up. So you just did all your attacks, Pat. So
Yep.
we'll see if you roll a 6.
Nope.
All right, if you had rolled a 6,
Yeah, I know. I've read that.
yeah, he would have had to pick up a Kurnoth.
I'm going to trample underfoot.
It's been trampled.
Take 3 mortal wounds. Die.
Rah.
What sound does a dragon make when it dies, Pat?
I have no idea.
His vocal cords have been singed by all the fire.
Ruh-roh raggy.
Alright. So successfully 1 and 2 and more because you only have the 1. So another 3-point turn. I'm down still by 1. So it is 13 to 12.
It's a close game,
It
all,
is.
all things considered.
You guys
Turn
have a
4.
roll
Big
off
old
here.
roll off.
Got
2.
4.
I got 2. So
We'll come back with a decision.
All right, dragons coming in turn 4. We're doing Let into the Maelstrom, so we are going to try to get these dragons and Ionas to charge in, and one of them has to stay in combat at the end.
my
you
general is still going to be. I don't know. He gets an extra cast because he's an Antorian Locust.
Very nice. We are also going to auto heal him for 3 from my prayer.
Alright.
And then we've got
Primal Magic Dice?
no.
No.
And then heroic action will go for a command point. No.
I will also go for a command point. I get it.
Hey, Yahtzee. All right, and then we will go to shooting.
It'll be interesting to see how you allocate your shooting. What did you do with your movement, though?
Oh, we recorded. Oh, cool. All right, so movement. Ionis is pushing up. He redeployed 3 or 4 inches.
3 inches, so it's a 10-inch charge.
Hey.
Gotta try. You got your triumph to reroll.
It's a pretty big 3 inches, so.
That's what she said.
And then Dragon's moving up. Gonna do dragony stuff. And then the other 2 units, just they're running up, man. Like, end of the game, we gotta get the fight. So. All right, we'll go to shooting. I'm guessing these dragons shoot over here.
Yep.
So you will have
D6.
nothing and a d6 for 4.
All right. I'm out of my ward bubbles.
Ionis is 9 shots, 3s and 3s.
$12 so 3, 6, 9. So we gotta shoot into the Kurnoff.
You don't have to,
3s.
but it makes sense because the wounded one is at the back, and I can't make the charge longer for him.
That's why it makes sense. It's the only reason it makes sense.
Yeah.
3s. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm not shooting great anyways. 2 at 1 red.
-2.
Negative 2 red.
So 5s. Fill them both.
And now you are soul burned. Your soul is burned or whatever.
They will heal that up on my turn if they. Well, no.
You can choose to heal yourself, or you can choose to heal the
I'm,
Burn on your soul.
spirit scoring flames.
I'm not within range of any overgrown with them, so I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Is that the end? It's like at the end of every hero phase, or
Yeah.
All right, so that's the shooting. We will go to charges. We'll start with Ionis. He needs the big one. And I get a reroll with my triumph. 5, 6, 7. That's not gonna do it.
Triumph.
9. That's not gonna do it.
Oh,
Dragons.
It's a 10?
was it a 10?
No, like
I thought
Oh, it is. It
is
is
it
a 10-inch
charge?
Yeah, 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's 10 and a half away. So you
All right,
failed.
Dragons. 4.
That's not going to be enough either.
They get a reroll too.
Worst
Everybody gets a reroll. 3, 4. That's not going to
Well.
do it either.
Everybody failed the charge.
That's all right.
Woo! So I'm still in this game.
That is okay.
So you own 1 objective because I have way more than just 5.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 1-point turn, up to 14.
Yeah.
See if Kurnoff can bounce back. Alright, I am going to do Intimidate the Invaders this turn because he can just hop over or teleport away over there. But we're going to try and Primal Magic Dice. Get 1.
Get 2.
Alright, do you want an Unbind for the turn? I have 3 spells to cast.
Probably should.
Okay. Heroic action for me is going to try for a command point, which I get. 5 command points, I don't need that many. I'm going to try and bring back a Kurnoth Hunter on 6 with a rally. Wait, more than 12 I can't, because Ionis. So, just keep the command point, use it for movement. Spells are going to do a Mystic Shield. We're going to summon a tree first. Getting that with a 12. 13 because of the thing. I'm not going to use any primal on it. I want to keep casting.
5, 9. Yeah, I got it.
Alright.
No trees for you.
We're going to use his Summon Spite Swarm. Getting that with a 7, a 9, We'll use a primal on it. Doesn't matter.
What spell is this?
Unleash the Spites. So I got 7 dice. I'm going to go out of that tree.
Oh, okay.
And then we will Mystic Shield. Getting that with a 6. So we're going to put Mystic Shield onto the Revenant Seekers. And 7 dice on Ionis. 5 ups to Immortal. 1 Mortal on Ionis. And the Stormdrake Guard. Roll his 4 up. If he fails that, he will take 2.
Takes 2.
Alright. On to movement. Alright, charge into Kurnoth. Move these guys over. Kurnoth up. Pat rolled just a 1 on his redeploy, so he bumped his dragons an inch. Because I only have 3 units, I can keep the 2 this side and leave my Warsong Revenant where he was for extra casting. I get a 7, so we're going in. Because I can still take this objective with my pile-in, I am not worrying about the controlling this one here, because it gives me later turn to be able to do it. Oh, you soul burn them.
Oh, yeah.
And I forgot my 2 up, bring back a model.
We're on, so I need to roll a 4 or less. So you take D3, was it?
Yeah.
I think it's D3. Take 3.
Alright, so he ticks up to 4 taken. But I do bring back the one from the Revenant Seekers, which I'll put him in front to make the charge shorter, and more guys to the objective. So we'll go to their pile-in and combat. What's or end of charge phase? What's his monstrous rampage going to be?
-1 to wound. You're -1 to wound.
And you'll also be -1 to attacks at the
And
start of the
-1.
combat phase.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a lot of hungry hunters.
Did you unleash hell at the end of the charge phase?
I
Oh.
did not.
You can. No, it's.
Yeah, 9 dice, 3s and 3s. But you'll be -1 to hit, so it'll be 4s and 3s.
Might kill that last hunter.
Fours and 3s. 2 made it. 3 made it. 2 at 1 round. 2 round.
5s. Make 1. Make them both.
Hey.
Good news, he stays alive. Alright. So -1 attacks means I got 13 attacks.
And I will all out defense.
I am already +1 to hit you, so I will save mine for defense. So 2s and 4s. Drop 2. Hopefully this wind rolls better. That was pretty low. Five at rend 3.
So 5 ups. Save 2. Take 3.
So that's 6 damage. Make sure it stayed out of there.
Use that 7. My turn.
Alright, yep. My stuff all happens in reaction or at the end. So the rest of my stuff does.
Alright. We got Soul Breaker. It's going to be 3s and 3s.
Oh,
3s. You have 3 at 1 round.
3s. Fail 1.
It is 2 damage. And then I'm bracketed, so I lose an attack on the claws, but this will be 3s. 3s. 2 at 2 rank.
2 4s.
2 damage.
Alright.
And then 2 attacks, 3s and 3s. Double 1s.
Alright.
That was the good one.
Yeah, I'm bracketed though, so it's only, well, it's 2 rend, not 3.
5 dice at the end of the combat phase. Trample underfoot. Take 1 more mortal. You didn't pile in, so you didn't take another mortal from the other thing. So,
It's not really a place to pile into.
no. I did take this one. I'm not within range of that either.
Okay.
I did take this objective. I have this one, so I have 1, 2 more. And I'm out of my territory for Intimidate the Invader, so I get a 5-point turn.
Very nice.
So that now puts it 18 to, what do you have, 14? So you only get a 1-point turn?
Yeah, it'd be 14.
Yeah.
All right.
Roll
Sylvaneth
off.
are still in this.
4.
5. I think I might have to take it. Remove Ionis. But Ionis is the only thing I'm going to remove. Alright, so
We just talked it out.
Yeah.
Jared's going to win this game.
surprisingly, I don't even have to like truly fight Ionis, but I'd like to kill him if we're going to continue it. But I can just hold these 2 because I've only held them for 1 consecutive turn. And that would give me 1, 2 to his 1.
Yeah, it
1,
puts
2
you
more.
at 21. And then Pat can score 6 because he can hold 1, do Intimidate. That gives him 3. Then his Grand Strat's another 3. If you manage to stop your Grand Strat, it wouldn't matter. You'd
Yep.
still win by 1
And
because
realistically,
he would be at 20.
I go and I put him back in the woods on a teleport. So
Yeah, and that comes down to sequencing of the battle tactics, which is my fault. I mean, Pat basically is losing this game by a battle tactic because we talked it out, and Pat originally wanted to do Intimidate on turn 4 so that he could save Led into the Maelstrom or one of the Dragon ones for turn 5, which would have actually been a lot better. The reason it's better is because everything is now on Pat's side of the board, so now he can't, do Intimidate and one of those.
Yeah, the only thing I could do would be go that way to take out his general. He would have to push back.
but realistically, my general, I can put my general on my side or in that wood,
Yep.
farthest as possible away from you.
So if we had done it the way that Pat originally wanted to do it, which we should have, just because we've been talking things through, is he would now this turn he would have done Intimidate last turn, and then this turn he would have had access to Led into the Maelstrom or one of the Dragon ones, which
Yep. And that
is
changes
possible.
Up, that changes up this whole combat with Ionis, whereas like you could leave Ionis closer in the middle of all the dragons. I don't get to him.
Yep.
Yeah, that
Oh
is
my
it's a
God.
super tricky.
And then you
it's
don't capture that objective either.
It's a
Yep.
super tricky battle plan. Like, I think I probably was a little too get on the objective hungry. Just
Well, but I
reflexes.
could have stayed here. I could have still scored my 1, 2 more.
Yeah, no, I'm saying that,
Yeah.
but either way, like it changes the whole thing, right?
Yep.
So
Changes a lot.
it was a good learning experience.
Great
Like,
game.
what was your other idea on this battle plan? You were talking about it.
Oh, I'm going to say that for the tournament.
All right, there you go. Cool. Well, thanks for watching. Our next event is in April, and we're getting close to filling it up. And we're more than 2/3 full. So if you can come, please sign up, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.